Grooming. Hello. Alright, so today we have Karumi. She's a purebred Maine Coon. What we're going to do, her service request is the natural, which keeps her outer coat. Hi. Oh, she's so precious. Hi. Her name is, it means autumn in Korean or Japanese, I don't remember. Alright, so for her coat, we're going to just make sure that she doesn't have any landmines. We're going to use this Le Pooch spray, detangling spray. That's my new standard protocol whenever a long hair cat is coming in full coat. So that's this stuff here, Le Pooch detangling spray. You're only going to use it if you're washing your cat because it's oily, right? But it's going to create a path of least resistance for grooming tools while I prepare her coat for her bath. Just pulling out some of this undercoat. Now you could just throw her straight into the bath if you wanted to, because she really doesn't have any kind of matting, just a little bit of impacted fur. But you do this and you get all that undercoat out, you're going to get, in my opinion, a higher quality bath. That's just my personal opinion. So, and then her add-on, one of her add-ons is going to be something called Pretty Panties. So we're going to go into the back of her, all of that fall coming down her back legs. Yeah. And we're just going to taper that. If she were a dog, it would be called a poop trail. So, here we go. I don't think she gets any kind of maintenance grooming at home. The owners have 5 cats, so they just kind of, they keep everyone on a regular schedule, right? But there's, I don't think there's any kind of maintenance happening at home. Otherwise, she wouldn't be all impacted like this. You know, this is just a simple, basic wide tooth comb that's going to help with any kind of maintenance grooming on your cat. This one is made by JW, and it has an ergonomic handle. That's why I use it, because I'm working with grooming tools all day, so it's important for me to protect my, you know, carpal tunnel in my hands, right? It's the main reason why I want to use an ergonomic handle. You're so cute. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's just so gorgeous. What are colors? Wow. She's like, am I the prettiest? Am I the fairest of them all? Currently, yeah. She's like, what does that mean? Well, there was another one. She's like, what do you mean? Never you mind. You're the fairest of them all. There you go. Alright, let's try and get her on our side. Actually, let's do her nails first. Waka, waka, waka. Waka, 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 waka. Just so cute. Okay. She's like, I need those. For what? You a redecorator too? Yeah, my brother's face. Karumi. You need to learn how to get along with your brothers. No, they pick on me all the time. They do? Why didn't you tell me before? I would never have cut your front nails. You get them. I will. Yeah. Don't you take no shit from nobody. I try not to. Good girl. Alright. Sanitary clip. Using my safety clippers. This is a one is all clippered. There we go. Alright. Now, let's get on our side. We're going to do a full belly shape with armpits, belly, and inner groin, right? Get that tail. Wow. Wow. Wait. Waka waka. Waka waka. Alright, let me look for the old line. I want to create a new one. Waka waka. Okay. Alright, other side. Good girl, Grooming. Good girl. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of that. Those fuzz bunnies. Clear. Alright, last one. In the groin. Okay.
Such a well-behaved cat.
Yeah, Kurumi is born and bred for a good temperament. She comes from a really good cattery. It's what they call cat breeders, right? Yeah, I think the owner paid over $2,000 for her. It's usually the going rate if you want a nice purebred with a good temperament. You're gonna be paying something like that. Alright, that's done. Now, do I do her pretty panties before the bath or after the bath? Well, sometimes it's, I guess it just depends. Here, let's try it. Let's get the bulk of it done before the bath. Alright, ready? She's like, for what? To do your pretty panties. Alright, ready, steady, here we go. It's a little tricky when you're sculpting into cat fur. Okay. Alright, so that's the bulk of it. Good girl. Alright, you ready for your bath? She's like, I guess so. Alright, here we go. Let's just give her coat a swipe through. Good girl. Alright. Right this way. Right, Clemmy. Here we go. Good girl. Say hi to your peeps. She's like, I have peeps? Yeah. See? So far, you got a couple people watching you. She's like, yay. She should be a poker player. She never reveal her cards. Poker face. Poker face Harumi. Just making sure that pink ball pouch is every single hair. There. There we go. That's done. Good girl. Good girl. This on. Oh, it's marinating. Alright, now I'm going to grab my groomer scoop. Nice and warm and heated. A little bit about degreasing treatment. Straight down the bottom. Wow. These are Beats Fresh. They're like $6 on Love Groomers. That helps with so many different jobs. Long haircuts. Good girl. Base of her tail. Yes, for sure. Now one area she'll need help with is the pretty panties area. It's going to be sculpted, so we want that nice and... She's like, what are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? You're getting gooped. You're getting gooped, little lady. She's like, yucky. Yeah, probably a lot like being slimed, huh? She's like, sort of. Okay. Wow. You did it. Alright. Here's the degreasing treatment. She's a Maine Coon, so she's a little on the greasy side. Went. That off. There. Good girl. Good girl. Say hi to your peeps. Right there. Good girl. So now, what do I start on first? start on first? Hmm? Well, good girl. Okay. Stop. Waka waka. You're just so good.
He's red heart shape.
Hi. Say hi to your peeps, Karumi. Say hello. How are you? She's like, my name is Karumi. Alright. So where do we start on first, Karumi? Your face? It's about a 10-minute treatment, what we just put on her coat. Aw, say hi to Joe. Say thanks, Joe. It's why. I'm a purebred Maine Coon. Yes, you are, Miss Poker Face. As you watch her grooming, you're gonna notice she's poker face the whole time. She's one note the entire grooming. Wow, should have been a poker player in Vegas. Wow. 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 Alright, that's done.
She's so chill with being washed.
Yeah. She's a water baby. A lot of Maine Coons are. Alright, we're going to start on the first block. I usually break the cat grooming down into 3 blocks. The first block would be the head, mane, and front paws. And we're just going to continue to allow the degreasing treatment to work on every other part of her. We're just going to start on this end first. Ready? Head up. She doesn't like that. Alright, well, let's get a towel. We're going to need a towel. She's going to keep dipping her head down. Alright, let's try that again. Try that again. Alright. You did it. You did it. Waka waka. She said, that feels good. I know. Waka 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 waka. Scrub it up, up. 2 cats in a tub. Taking a bath could be so much fun. Rub-a-dub-dub. Oh God, she's singing. Somebody save me. Save me. 2 cats in a tub. Do 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 do. Wow, 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 wow. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Wow, 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 wow. Oh God, please make her stop. Kermie, you like my singing? She's like, no, not really. You got any tunes? No, not really. It's me or nothing. Chubbs bar. You did it. You did it. Alright, and rinse. Good girl. See if she'll let me do her hug. Good girl. You did it. You did it. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Let me see. No, not even close. Not even close. There we go. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. Just making sure all of the soap is out. Don't worry, if she gets water in her ears, they have ear dry solution, people. So don't come at me, right? That's a mute point. Alright, that's done. Then, wow. You ready for your spa day? She's like, yeah, sure. Alright, second block. Tails and back legs. That's an extra small. Sounds like it's a little tight on her. Alright, let's try a black one. All of my puppy hoodies are color coded for different sizes. Here we go. You want to try that one? Better? She's like, much better. Alright, and back legs. So this is the second block. Back legs and tail. We're going to be sculpting this whole back end area. So, it needs to be clean. Especially clean. Waka 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 waka. Waka 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 waka. Here, you want me to take it off? She's like, yeah, sure. I don't think she needs no stinking happy hoodie. You said it. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Waka 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 waka. Oh, forgot to rinse it out. Alright, rinse. Groomer scoot, get all that out. Third block is the whole body. Waka, 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 waka. Waka, 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 waka. Waka, waka, waka. Alright, a little bit of Apiki by Lay Pooch. A little bit of Orvis. Someone's like, wait, what? Excuse me, what? One. A little rubber curry. This is a jelly. Yeah, jelly pet. This is really super soft. It's like a curry brush. Mwah. You know what this is really great for? When you're washing the face of a cat who wants to rip your face off. Now you got a handle and you got your hands and fingers away from the teeth. Just did that last night. Live. Yeah. Always so much fun. When a cat is contemplating how they're going to rearrange your face. Good girl. Waka, 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 waka. Waka, 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 waka. Wow, wow, wow. You're doing it. You're doing it. Good girl. Alright, Beats brush. This is going to help keep the tangles from forming and continue to pull out any dead undercoat. Wah, 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 wah. Basically, a cat grooming at a pet grooming salon is a complete opposite of how you would prepare for a show cat in a lot of ways, because owners don't want anything to do with the undercoat. So you're doing your best to pull all of it or most of it out. Whereas when you're preparing a cat for show, the goal is to keep as much fur in the coat as possible. Right? So you're trying to encourage the coat to be thicker and fuller. Whereas with pet owners, they want it all out, right? All of it. One of the differences, most owners, not all owners, but most owners, alright, so at this point of her grooming, her coat should be absolutely pristine, beautiful, oil and great, you know, nice and squeaky clean. And then from here, you're going to decide how you want to frost the cat, I guess. So what is her frosting? What is her final finishing shampoo? Well, we're going to do a combination of the volume shampoo by Chris
Hi.
Christensen. Hello. And about a tablespoon of Thick and Thicker protein treatment, right? It's very luxuriating, very nourishing. This is a beautiful,
She's so cute.
beautiful bridge lather. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Groomy, say hi to your peeps. She's like, hey, hey Norma. She's like, thank you, Norma. Alright, so this shampoo, you can't see it. I mean, you can't feel it, but it's beautiful and warm and comfortable. So far, I haven't given Karumi a reason to want to leave her bath, because I'm trying to keep her comfortable, right? What would be some of the things that I would do to cause her to be uncomfortable? Well, if I started using cold, anything cold, yeah. loud noises, using some kind of tool that's very uncomfortable for her, and then she just wants to leave. You know, I'm trying to think of what else. Am I forgetting anything? Alright, one last pass through with this beads brush. As you can see, it's still getting a lot of that dead undercoat out. Waka waka wah, wah 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 wah. She's like, you singing? Roomy, you don't like my singing? She's like, no, not really. Sing one more of your stupid songs and you'll see me want to leave. I'm like, Roomy, that wasn't very nice. Yeah, well, just trying to be honest there. Alright. There. So that was Happy. That was Volume Shampoo by Chris Christensen with about a tablespoon of chicken thicker. That's going to completely nourish the coat, bring a natural bounce and shine back to the coat. Basically, the complete opposite of if you try to use Dawn dishwashing soap on your cat, which will completely destroy and deaden the coat. What I just did will nourish and make the coat bouncy again and shiny. One of the best ways to kill your cat's coat, or deaden it, or remove the bounce, yeah, just go ahead and use that Dawn. Yeah. And over time, you may not see it, you may not see the results of it, but I would. You know, I can tell right away when a cat comes in whether someone's been using Dawn dishwashing soap on their coat. It's not too hard to figure out. Hey, Casey cat. Groomy, one of your peeps is talking to you. She's like, yeah, I'll get to you in a minute. Oh, I guess we're not going to interrupt the clean. Excuse me. The queen is having her bath. Alright, let's turn you around. Say hi to Casey. She's right there. She's in the camera, silly. Where? Right there, right in front of you. Good girl. Okay, ready? I'm gonna stand up for a little bit. Good girl. Alright, back punches. Feel it all the way. Alright, up. We're doing the final rinse. Good girl. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. You did it. You did it. All right. I'm just doing a soap safety check. You can feel it on your fingertips. Sometimes you can see it, but mostly you're going to feel it. Okay. We did it. Hallelujah. Hold on. She's like, now what? You know what? You can get it dry. You can get your coat dry. She's like, yeah. So much fun. Grooming, you're not having fun? She's like, do I look like I'm having fun? Good point. Never mind. Oh, cool. Alright, kitty wrap. Kitty burrito wrap. First towel wrap. Wham. Alright, right this way. Right this way. Alright, let's get her off her feet. Try and get her on her side so we can do her eyes and ears without her wanting to walk away. Say hi to your peeps. Waka 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 waka. You comfy? She's like, I'm alright. Oh. Alright, ear dry solution. People pretend like that's something that's not even on the market. It's been around for years, people. Been around for years. I think I should do that step while the cat's still in the tub. What do you think? I think so. So that's called ear dry solution for routine ear cleaning, drying, and odor control. And that's just something I do right after the bath. Waka. Waka. Alright, you ready? She's like, for what? For your second towel wrap? Alright, so after about a minute, that towel is kind of useless. Let's get rid of it. Second towel wrap. Wow. There we go. Ready? I'm going to wrap you up. Wow. There. Get her on her side. And then we're just going to blow out her head and part of her mane. So she has that cherry on top final finish look with a blowout, right? Because I'm actually getting paid to do this service, right? separate out your tail and then get you in the dryer box. Oof. Tail needs a little bit. Alright, you ready? She said, for what? Go in the dryer box. Alright. Alright, let's get you in there. Alright, let's do it. Ready, steady, here we go. Come with us. Up we go. That's Grooming. Grooming. Grooming, say hi to your peeps. Alright, so we're going to put the Shampoo dryer on. Right? It's on its lowest setting. It has a variable speed. Give her about 5 minutes of that. And then we'll just start blowing her coat out. About 80-85% of her grooming is already done. Most of it happens in the bath. Yeah, we're just going to give her about five. Normally, what did I do? There. Normally, she'll get 15 minutes, but we're going to try and shave off some minutes on the groom time. What I basically am trying to do is just to divert any cats from the sudden change or shock of a velocity dryer hitting their coat. So the normal reaction for a cat is going to be to instantly pee or squirt. In a lot of cases, not all cases. So what I'm trying to do is to take a baby step in between the towel wrap and putting a velocity dryer to the cat. So that would be the baby step. Normally that's a 15-minute baby step, but we're going to try and shave down some minutes on our groom time. So 5 minutes would be good, I think. Get her used to the sound and the feeling of it, so that when I do take the velocity dryer to her coat, she's not going to squirt. You know what I mean? It's a strategy. Cat grooming is a strategy. That's why grooming dogs is checkers, grooming cats is a game of chess. Right? It's all about strategy with cats. So how's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? Anyone from TikTok coming over? Or is this a whole new group, a whole new crowd? Just wondering. Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, we're just clearing this little blade, making sure the teeth are nice and clear, just in case I need it one more time to do a final touch-up, because she had her whole belly shaved on and her sanitary area, so you want to make sure those teeth are clear to give you that perfect final finish. Capiche? Capiche. Nobody's talking. Okay, be that way. Tony. Her coat has been restored and reset. Yeah. She said, are we there yet? Yes, we are. Beautiful girl. Say goodbye to your peeps. Yeah, right there. Good girl. Oh, someone at the door. I guess we're there. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back going live streaming pretty much all day on this particular format. And then around 5, we jump over to TikTok for anyone who does TikTok. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.